you, Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So, I didn't expect to make this video. I thought I was going to review the first episode of The Last of Us, and I felt, didn't do anything for me. Really, I played the game. I liked the game a lot. I think the game was very, very, very good. I don't think it was bad what I saw in the first week. I just thought, seen it a million times before. I'm bored. I was bored, right? Essentially, so I didn't expect to review it any further. I didn't think anybody would be interested. I was, my mind was made up. And then the second week rolled around, and I said, I should watch it. I should watch it just to make sure that it's not worth watching, right? I mean, again, it's not a diss on it. If you're enjoying it, God bless you. Very happy for you. But for me, it just seemed like very inconsequential, right? So I watched the second week. And, Stone the Crows. It was actually quite good. I thought it was compelling, which I thought was interesting because I know the story. I know it was going to happen. It was basically recreating a video game almost exactly. And the interesting thing is this, that if you're adapting something, the closer you stay to the adaptation while understanding the language of the medium you're adapting it to, the better it's going to be. Because this was like a real... It's been years since I played the game. I'm working on my memories of it rather than actual knowledge. So it just seemed to be a fair recreation. Yet, still entertaining as a television experience. So again, I'm impressed, right? I'm genuinely impressed. I think this might bode well. I think this might actually just get better and better and better and better. So and I imagine they're going to ditch the sequel game if this moves forward, because everybody hated that and it was garbage, right? I'm not a fan of Ellie in this adaptation. I think Bella Ramsey was miscast. I think in the game she was a sweet girl, right? She was actually a sweet person who you liked and you felt somewhat protective to, It was just like, naturally, was like, no, actually, genuinely, you felt like, I did anyway. I understood the paternal feeling that came from her. I don't get that from Bella Ramsey Ellie at all, which is a shame. What can I tell you? I don't know. I think she's identifying as fluid or non-binary. That certainly doesn't hurt one in Hollywood now. This now does it? No, that's quite popular. So I don't know. I mean, hopefully she'll grow into it. Like Pedro Pascal, obviously a talented actor. Pedro Pascal is the winner, the hands down winner of the this dire age of television that we're in. The only watchable things, more often than not, starred him. So he was like the absolute hands down winner. Good for you, Pedro. So I think he's okay. Looks a lot like Lee Majors to me in this, though, right? Just like that moustache has got a very late 70s, early 80s Lee Majors vibe. Fine, so we're about to get in the view. This is from my live stream I did last night. Join me for a full live stream, baby. It's fun. We take the piss. We have fun. I interact with you. It's an enjoyable experience. As I do inform people. It's like how I tell my wife that about sex. It's an enjoyable experience. She says, well, for at least 50% of us it is. Anyway, I digress. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Tell that my wife as well. No, don't share. Don't share. Keep this between us. Okay, like, share, subscribe. No, you share. I was impersonating talking to my wife about shit. Okay, forget all that stuff. Okay, just do like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things. Oh, fantastic. They are fan-dabby, double-dozy. Thank you very much. I am very grateful for everybody doing that. It's really, actually, I am. It sounds like I'm saying it back, but I am very grateful. It's insanely helpful for me, right? It's insanely, why? It makes me feel good, right? It just, it's so pathetic. Oh, so pathetic. But really, just before I started recording this video, I got one more subscriber, right? I was excited. It really genuinely happened. So you want to make a Rabbi happy, hit the subscribe button. It's really it's really just that. Like, share, subscribe, comment. In the video notes there are all my social media stuff, my twat, my Twitter, my Instagram, and where are the Twitter, Instagram, what else? Facebook, I don't really use that much. I mean, honestly, you get most of my same content here. I mean, basically all the same content on YouTube, but However, whatever's easier for you, baby. You know me, I like to be easy. Which I also say to my wife, and she says, I know. Like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack. Fine. Come, Des, let me know. Do let me know what you think of this, right? Again, I was quite impressed. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I think there's everything. Fine. So let me head over to me from my live stream last night. It was a really solid 52 minutes of TV. Last week felt much more derivative. Bella Ramsey still feels miscast to me. It's and also Pedro Pascal. I mean, he's okay in this. He's pretty good, right? So, dying missed. I got some screen grabs. Share screen. Doink. There we go. Fine. So last week we started off in, when was it? 2003. I was going to say it in a minute. And we see the sudden breakdown of civilization. My problem was it's way too derivative of zombie movies, right? And the way the infection spreads is by the infected biting people. I just thought like somehow the spores came out their mouth and went into other people's mouths rather than something like as done many times before as being bitten, right? I just like too much, right? Too much, and they do something like that at the end of the episode, which doesn't make any sense at all. Darren M said Lunar Yields was last weekend. Yes, I know. I always follow the lunar and lunar cycles because the times that Sabbaths go in and out depends on it. So we all kind of know it. Anyway, I digress. So essentially this guy Pedro Pascal has a daughter, and he's like an army vet, and suddenly a zombie apocalypse happens. Okay, zombie apocalypse. He saves her, but she ends up being killed. He cries. 20 years later, it's current day, and it is pretty bleak. Everyone's dead essentially. The only human survivor in like these fortress towns. A boy comes in at the beginning, like a little boy comes in at the beginning. They scan him, and he's infected. So he's euthanized. Like they inject him, and he dies. And next thing you know, he's being burnt, right? But like they're burning his body, and it's just like a bit much, right? So that's where that's the world we're in. There's these. There's essentially a fascist government is in control. The Fedra or whatever they're called, and there's a resistant movement called the Fireflies, who are essentially at war, and people keep getting caught in the crossfire. Pedro Pascal and his girlfriend Anatole from Fringe. It's nice to see her again. Actually, it really is nice to see her again. She's they're kind of like hustlers. They break out of the compound every now and again. They go, they sell pills and stuff. That's kind of like who they are. And they have a battery stolen for the car, and they need to go and get it. And they find it's a Firefly place, and there's a girl there who's like Bella Ramsey. In the game, it was so much better, right? Because she was like a nice girl, and you liked her in the game, right? Here, she comes in instantly, and she's pissed off, and also, she's kind of weird looking. I don't tell you, it was okay in Game of Thrones, but like she's kind of weird looking, and it's that like, in the game it was I wouldn't say pretty, like a normal looking person, right? And a sweet looking girl, right? And she's not sweet, so she's all pissed off. So they got to get her to this Firefly place, and like, take it, we'll give you tons, lots of batteries and whatever crap you need in the post-apocalyptic future. Right, you get all of that shit. Yeah. So Anatole was like, yeah, we'll do it. They break out of the compound, and they nearly get caught. They kill the guy. They find out that she's infected with the fungus. I said, but no, I was infected weeks ago. I'm fine. I'm immune. I'm the key to everything. I'm the girl who's the key to everything. Yes. that actually happened. She's the girl who's the key to everything. But it wasn't bad, right? It wasn't bad. It was that in the game as well, right? So they're like fine, and they get out of the city, right? And they're off on their journey, right? Fine. So now we're in this week. It starts off. I think every week's going to start with a flashback, and if they don't, it'll be stupid. But right now, I like it starting with flashback. And we're in Jakarta, in Indonesia, in September 24th, 2003. Yeah, this is the day this the virus breaks out. The way they introduced it in the first episode was the best bit of the episode. They had a clip from a 1968 what's it called? A 1968 chat show talking about the end of the world, and we had one virologist said a virus could wipe everybody out. And the other guy said, "No, it'll be fungus. Fungus are, they can't live in a human body, but if they do, then all bets off. Fungus can take control of the body and use it to spread themselves. There's nothing we can do to stop them, right? So that is set up quite well, right? So starts off, this woman's having lunch in a restaurant, and I like they're all smoking in the restaurant. That was kind of cool. And they take her away. She thinks she's off to be killed or something. So like, have I committed a crime? Said, no. So she's a professor of fungus or whatever. And said, no, we need your help, right? So they bring her in, and she's got what's going down, right? So she looks at, that's a fungus, mycelial fungus. So why was it in a preparation of whatever it was used for? Like, I can't remember. So because it was taken from a human body, so it's not possible. And said, well, yes, it is. So it takes her into a room, and this is the body that was taken from. It said, look, okay, this one went crazy. They couldn't stop. They locked her in the bathroom, and then when the police came, this was at a bakery, by the way. That's actually, I think, is a plot point. They locked her in the bathroom, and when she came out, she attacked the police, so eventually they had to shoot her, right? That went down. So she examines her, finds the fungus. You basically know what's going to happen. Oh, yeah, so wait. And then she goes in the mouth, and the fungus comes out in the mouth, and they're still moving, and she's like, ah! And runs screaming, right? So then, like, she gives her a cup of tea, and she's freaked out, right? She doesn't know what to do. So what will happen? So this woman was bitten by somebody, and then she went crazy. And said, "Do you know the person bitten?" No. So do you know? Did she bite anybody? Said yes. Is anybody not accounted for? Says 14 people. We need to know how to kill this thing, how to stop them. And she's like, you can't. Right? Now, I don't know if this is true. Can you not kill fungus? Really? You can't put bleach on it or something? I don't know. Okay, you can't kill fungus. You can't. You can't. There's no antidote. There's no cure. So what do we do? Says. So then she's like, bomb. You got to bomb this whole city. Bomb everywhere, right? If we have nuclear, bomb it. And she wants to go home to be with her family. She knows she's going to be killed because they got to wipe out the city. Otherwise, the world's going to end, right? Nice title sequence. If you're into fungus, I do like the way they show it growing. It's very, very cool, right? Last of Us. Anyway, so they've just found out she's infected, but immune, but he doesn't trust it at all. She wakes up, and they're in, and they're watching her, right? We're not sleeping. They can kill her, right? So they're like, well, what happened? What's going on? So first she goes to the bathroom. And what happens is I was bitten. They test me every day, and I'm not turning, right? And she has they have a research out west. They want to get me there to work out what's in my blood that's stopping it, right? So they stop and eat. She has a chicken sandwich, and he has crap jerky. And she's like, so Anatol really believes it, but he says, look, we're going to make money anyway, so we have to do this. And he's like, we've heard this story a million times before. It's not real, right? But fine. No, they're going to do it. So then it gets cool, right? So this is where it starts to work. When they get, and this is where the TV show, the game works as well. When you're seeing the post-apocalyptic world. Now, they mentioned there, like, this crazy. So what's that? So that's when they bomb the cities, right? So apparently they all bomb the cities to stop the spread. But it didn't really work. And now we're into like very traditional zombie TV show. They're walking in like, but it's still not bad. So they get this hotel and they got to like go into the water to get there. And I kind of remember this from the game. And she's playing around and they find a dead body, like right. And again, I don't know how they do this because it's literally the game, but it's still interesting to watch, right? You can see them having obstacles. Like they get to it, oh no, it's blocked. I have to go. I'll climb up. They wait there, and they have like a little talking. They're like, he's like, don't talk to me about anything. Basically, leave me alone. I'm not answering questions. So she's found a way across, and there's a lot more zombies now, right? You see all these people on the ground. They're all zombies. And like, I guess we're not going that way then. Interesting, they react to light as well. Oh, the plot point about them being in the bakery was also that Joel didn't, the main character and his daughter didn't have a birthday cake. The idea is that they the fungus was travels through what's it called again? Flour, right? That's what's going on. So then, okay, so you go to the next level, right? And they have to go. I remember playing this, right? And it's still entertaining to watch. Again, help me zoom in. This is. Can I zoom in? How do I zoom in? I really like the all this attention. Like this stuff is covered in fungus. So it's like they're checking it out and they check the bodies and they're like it's they're all dried up. So he thinks maybe everybody in there's dead. They've been there before, right? They've explored this part of the city before. So they go in and they're going around and they find like a freshly dead person. Like, that's bad news. That means there's something in there that's going to kill them, right? So they're like, okay, just all be quiet, right? They got like the fungus infested stairs. I love that, by the way, the little fungus infested corpse of a woman. I think that's all very cool. And again, I found this a solidly entertaining, hour of TV. Right, and they're upset, and you know something's going to go down, right? You know something's happening, and suddenly the stairs collapse behind them, so they can't go backwards, so you can't escape that way. And they hear something. They hear the noise they make is very good. They're like clicking noise, and it's coming, and you see suddenly this one, right? There's two like this who are like really, really grown, right? They must have been fungicized for quite some time, like years, right? And I do like the look of it. It's a nice horror look. It's creepy. And they walk like they got what's the word? Not spina bifida. Like when they can't walk, but yeah. So I got a couple of good screen go. Yeah, this stuff is so creepy, right? It's really so creepy. Why does Ellie look like Miles Teller in a wig? That's the problem with it. Yeah, that's really the problem. Right. So anyway, so now they're chasing you around. This is the game. They just made the game into a TV show, but it worked. I don't know how, but it did. So this is a great bit of television, right? So this comes in is looking for something, and then he's trying to get. Apparently, they don't see light. He's trying to get his gun ready, and you see it like walking about, and then it zooms in on his face, and then you hear it right next to him, like right, it's right next to him. And it goes off in the other direction. Anyway, they attack. They got to shoot them, and she attacks it with a knife, an axe. I mean, I think, by the way, them growing the let me go back, see a decent picture. I think the idea of growing that thick fungus over here is to protect its brain from being shot, right? So it makes it harder to kill, right? Because that's basically how you immobilize them. So I like the way that's the their methodology. Again, solid TV. It really is. So she gets attacked, scratched again. And she's like, well, what am I mean, right? Anatole's like, okay, that's freaky. And we're in the part of the game, right? They climb over there, and we go to the next level, right? They have to go. We're going to do some walking. And then we get to the next level, right? Next level is the Firefly base, and nobody's there. They're like, what's going on? So they check it out. There's blood everywhere. The people have been killed. What's going on?
They go inside. It's a bloodbath, right? And basically, somebody was infected, and they ended up killing each other. Yeah, essentially, that's what went down. Where are we up to? So so she's trying to find a ranger to find out where she's supposed to take them to, right? So we got to do this. It's like, it's over. We're going home. Says, no, I can't go home. I said, no, you have to. She's been infected, right? So I'm going to die here. You can see, look, she's not infected, right? She basically begs her to get. This is like my dying wish to get her to say, she's like, fuck, I've got to do it. Okay. Meanwhile, right, the mycelial network contacts. The way they did this was clever. He had to shoot one of the people that got it. He shoot one, and then you saw the tendrils go around the fingers, right, and then you saw the tendrils go around somebody else's fingers. And he wakes up a swarm to get there. Anatole's going to like flood the place with gasoline. They all come in. At first, they ignore her, but finally, and she can't get the thing to light. Finally, somebody sees her. So, what's going on with this? I don't bloody know what is going on with this. Like, he goes in and gives her like this long, lengthy kiss, and she's trying to light it, and finally she does. As she's being kissed, then she drops it. She doesn't back away, and boom, big CGI explosion. And end of episode. Right? They go and see what's going on, and then look, they set up the premise for the show. It's the premise. We got another 7 weeks ago. We're in the premise, and off they go. Miles Davis in a wig. For some reason, that's early now. Again, solidly entertaining bit of television. I got no complaints. If you haven't seen it before, I think you did quite well with it, right? It's like the first week. Again, I tried to watch it as its own thing, and oh my god, I forgot. I got to reload these pages. I tried to. Here we are. I tried to watch it as its own thing. And the first week, it just seemed very derivative. This seemed to be doing something new with the genre, right? Am I bored with the genre? This week was better, right? This week was much better. So far it's a recommend.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.